Wake the fuck up!
All right, I'm going now. Are you going? Are you actually going this time?
I'm actually going this time.
For those not in the know, Dan just wasted 5 minutes of our time.
I'm washed. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that, man.
We were just shooting the shit here for 5 minutes, and literally none of it's recorded. Lost to time.
Let's just say verbatim what we just said in that last recording.
I don't think I remember.
I don't either.
It's been so long.
That's the thing about this is that we're just shooting the shit, going on the fly.
Dude, I should have kept what I had recorded and just posted it 1 week as the lost episode if we were feeling lazy.
Oh, did you already
phone it in?
Did you already get rid of it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh wow, you're fast.
Dude, there's a little X here I can click and it just gets rid of the whole track right away. Boom.
If what you're going to college for never works out, maybe you should be an assassin. You were very good at
an assassin.
Yeah, you were very good at hiding the evidence very quickly.
I also really like how you said if what you're going to college for works out.
Oh, I meant it doesn't work out. If what you're doing works out, I know you're not going to make enough money. So
that's what English majors usually do. It's actually the most popular occupation after graduating with a creative writing degree.
Assassin?
Yeah,
I can believe it.
There's no other occupations for a creative writing major, Dan.
Yeah, right. That's pretty much it. Just right.
Yeah. Dude, once I get out of college, I'm gonna have to make another joke. Other than that, it's gonna be brutal.
That'll be tough. Recycle material.
Yeah, all I say whenever I talk to family members, it's like, well, as long as I find a job in it, and then the laugh track plays in the background, you know.
And then the credits roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Goes, what's happening?
You get it. Yeah.
What was that thing? I think it was called Too Many Cooks. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, wasn't it like that weird online Comedy Central?
Yeah, if you're ever either awake really late at night or high, look up Too Many Cooks on Adult Swim. Actually, don't do it if you're high because I don't want to be responsible for somebody going like deep into a state of psychosis.
I have not seen that in years. I might have to give it a rewatch now that you just said something about it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a long time either, but I just remember thinking it was like an episode or something because it looked funny, but then it just kept like devolving into this because it starts out looking just like this like family sitcom intro, and then it just keeps getting worse. It's like an upbeat song, too many cooks, too many cooks, too many cooks, and then it just like you're like 5 minutes into the video and it goes, too many cooks, too many cooks. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Wait, yeah, okay. It wasn't Comedy Central. It was Adult Swim.
Oh yeah, it was Adult Swim.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't remember. I was like, I know this was like one of the comedy things, and I just looked it up because I'm probably gonna watch it later.
That was definitely an Adult Swim. How long is it? Is it like 10 minutes?
Yeah, a little over 10 minutes.
It was pretty long. I remember thinking that because it's like normally if Adult Swim does something uncomfortable, it's just like one of their intros, so it's like 20 to 30 seconds. But that thing's like, I want to say maybe the first minute or two are like, it's like you're just waiting for Family Matters to start or something, and then it's all that crazy stuff starts happening. There's like a cat or something, like a puppet cat.
This really haunted you, Dan. You got this in your memory, man.
I do, yeah. It's deep in my psyche. Just like Scary Movie. I actually used to be afraid of those movies. I was really young. Yeah, I was in like middle school. I was very, 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 very scared of anything that had anything to do with horror, and now I watch them year round. I watch horror movies year round.
Wow, that's character growth. Good for you, Dan.
Yeah, I know it, right? I do know that we talked about the snow. We started talking about the snow, and then I looked and my button said start recording instead of stop recording. So I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
But I know you talked about you guys didn't get trucking that day because it was.
Yeah, we were just stuck in there. Actually,
then,
I was the only employee there because once they heard truck wasn't coming, they were like, shit, we ain't coming in.
Everybody said nope.
I was like, yeah, fair enough. But then I was like, well, I guess I'm stuck here till we close. So I was stuck there till we closed. But
I didn't know. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you this hypothetical here. Okay, we get however much snow that we get, and you're still at home. Like after everything has settled and everything, after everything blew around, and it's just like the snow's just there at this point. Would you call in?
So let me make sure I'm getting this correct. The snow is no longer coming down. It's just like blowing around, yeah?
Yeah. Nothing's been plowed or anything yet. Except for like really, really, really popular main roads.
I think if I was here, I would still go in because usually, well, most of my drive to work is on some highway, so I mean, that'll be plowed for sure.
I get you.
The road here by my apartment is usually pretty shit with how they plow it, but like everything else is not that bad, so
I definitely know it's definitely a judgment call. So like I think I wish I would have called in. I should have called in, but there was a lot of people who called in, and I was like, yeah, no, I understand that. But follow up to it: when you call in, do you call in and say, "There's just like no way I can get to work, even if I shoveled my driveway or like use a snowblower or whatever you have. Like the roads are from here to my work." Like, my road right outside my house is bad enough. I know these other ones are going to be bad. Would you call in and say that, or would you be like, hey, I'm not feeling well today. I don't think I can come in.
Well, Dan, if I call in and say I'm not feeling well right now, I'm instantly probably out for 2 weeks because they assume it's COVID.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So I just be honest in this one.
I guess that's another thing to think about. Yeah, no, that's what I would do. But one of the stores that I was at on Saturday, they're like, yeah, we had like 5 people call in and say that they couldn't make it, and then we had like 10 other people call in sick. I'm like, that's kind of sus, bro. Also, you have to use a sick day then? I'd rather not.
Well, it depends. If I'm a part-time worker, Dan, like shit. Every day can be a sick day if I really want it to be, you know.
Okay, if we're in like December, I'd probably call in sick, just because like if I got sick days left at that point, they're not getting used. But we're in January, dude. We got 11 more months to go. I'm not gonna know if I'm gonna get the flu or COVID or like a really bad cold or a hangover.
Yeah, it's a real valid one you decided to throw in there, Dan.
Was I spitting until the end?
You fumbled it
in the first half.
You fumbled it in the fourth quarter there for a little bit.
That was one of my favorite reaction memes back in the day. Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half.
It's not back in the day, Dan. I don't use reaction memes like at all. So,
oh my
I
gosh,
guess I don't really have that.
We were talking about Yumi and Logan. There's our shoehorn for Logan for the episode. We were talking about old YouTube videos that we used to watch, or channels yesterday. I forgot about that last night.
Yeah.
That really devolved. I kept changing my time window. I said yesterday, and then I said later yesterday, and then I said last night. But yeah, no, I don't think there's any of the old ones that he watched that I used to watch, but it did, like the Computer Nerd 01, like the TikTok by Kesha parody, and the other funny videos that he did, and DJ Steve Porter did Get Your Popcorn Ready with Chad Ochocinco and Terrell Owens, T.O. One Clap with Randy Moss. I might have already said that one. He didn't do a lot. He just did a few.
I was going to say, you listed 2, and I was like, yep, sure.
There was one with, Bart Starr was the quarterback, I think, for Green Bay Packers however many years ago, but I thought it was something Starr played for the Jets, and he had a post-game interview that he did a remix of. That was really funny. Smosh. I said that they kind of set my precedent for unboxing videos. Like, I'll watch Super Mega mail opening videos, and used to watch iDubbbz in high school, the unboxing videos. And then get started with Smosh. But
Yeah, I feel like parody songs is what really solidifies it. Like, oh yeah, this is old YouTube.
I remember watching.
Because you said those, and I like vividly still remember them, which is probably more of an indictment of my brain rotting from watching YouTube. My mom and dad were right on that one.
Is that why I'm stupid?
It's
This
the only
one's
explanation I can
stupid.
think of.
Hey, well, I might not remember Pythagorean theorem perfectly, but still remember a lot of the lyrics to get your popcorn ready.
A squared plus B squared equals
Equals
C squared. Man.
Yeah,
You
no.
idiot.
I know it. It was for the bit.
Okay, so you.
It was for the bit. You
it
now
was a
you've
bad
outed
bit.
me.
You should have chosen something more obscure, if you wanted it to be for a bit.
The entirety of pi. Is that good enough for you? Is that obscure enough for you?
3.14159. Oh my god. Okay.
3.141591567. No, it was believable.
Is that real?
until-
I
No.
would have believed you if you would have gone on for like 20 digits. I would have been like, oh my god, he knows it.
I just bit the bullet once I said 6-7 because I was like, "There's no way there's." But it is weird, I guess, that there's 1415. I should have just kept going with that. 3.141516171819.
Oh, well, then I wouldn't have believed you.
That would have put.
I
Really?
knew that wouldn't have been true, Dan. Well, because then I would have remembered it easier.
Ugh. I need to get Brain Age for the Switch. I need to get that Brain Age game. keep myself on edge.
Yeah, dude. You know what I've been doing? Have you fallen victim to the Wordle craze, Dan?
No, I've seen the word Wordle, but I don't know what it is.
So Dan, I'm gonna change your life. Because
Okay.
you talked about that Battle Royale game. This is gonna be very much your shit. If
You're
you
gonna
like
change
that.
my life. Are you gonna involve me in a pyramid scheme
It's not a pyramid scheme, Dan. You just have
okay.
to tell 3 of your friends and-
about
No,
Wordle?
you don't actually have to do that.
Okay, I'm not gonna tell
It's-
anybody about Wordle.
There's a 5-letter word every day. There's a different one every day. And so you type in a 5-letter word, like let's say steel. And for every letter that you have in, it'll come up gray if the letter's not in the word, yellow if the letter's in the word but in the wrong spot, and green if the letter is in the word and in the right spot.
Okay, this sounds kind of cool. So it's a 5-letter word, and you put in like a random one to start it, and then you have so many chances to figure out what the actual one for the day is.
Yeah, you get 6, but if you take like 5 or 6 and then you post that, people will like shame you like incessantly.
So what you're saying is I need to use Photoshop skills to take out whatever the real one is and say 1.
You could just like post it with all the green squares.
Oh, okay.
And then yeah, there you go. You just look like a genius.
Yeah, you've really cut out the middleman on that
Do you
one.
whip it
You
up
sound
right
like you've
now,
done
Dan.
this before.
I've not done that. I've never posted my Wordle because I'm too embarrassed.
Is it an app?
It's just a web browser thing.
Oh. Ugh. Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, whip it up right now, Dan. I
Right
wanna
now?
See. Yes,
Put
right
me
now.
on the spot.
Do it
God.
live. I can expose you. Laugh at you because I'm an English major who knows more words.
All right, Twitch chat. What do I put for the
What?
first?
I don't want to tell you anything because I know today's word. I did it this morning.
Guess the Wordle in 6 tries. Each guess must be a valid 5-letter word. Just kidding. I already know how to do this. Parker told.
Exactly.
Is
Well-
QWERTY 5 letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm,
Is that a word?
Dan,
Why is there
Dan,
a bunch of boxes?
what I do, Dan, is the Wheel of Fortune method.
Oh,
Which
RSTLNE.
Yeah, I get as many of those as I can.
I'm putting in fight.
That's
What-
got.
Wait,
only
what does
one.
yellow mean again? Yellow's
Yellow
in the word,
means
wrong
it's
spot?
in the word but wrong spot. Yeah. So what do you get from that one, Dan?
Fight, I have FG, T are gray, and I and H are yellow.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, okay, I get it. I know why there's so many spots on here now. Okay.
Yeah, because you get 6 tries.
See, this is where it gets hard, I feel like, though. Because then I have to think of a 5-letter word, but it can't just be a random one off the top of my head. Now it's got to have I and H, and I can't be the second letter, and H can't be the fourth one.
Well, I mean, it can. Sometimes you get useful information just seeing the ones that are around it, you know.
Now I can't think of a letter or a word with H and I that's 5 letters. Because I feel like it has to start with H.
You could do hired. You could do...
Oh, no, because I is the second letter. I'll do heirs. Heirs.
Ooh. That's good.
Okay, now bro. Oh my god, I'm fucking spitting with this one. All 5 are at least a color. The H, the E, the S are they're yellow, and the I and the R are green. So already second try ever.
There you go. There you go, Dan.
I'm spitting with this, bro.
You're going. Now you can show off to all your friends who definitely also play Wordle.
Yeah, I'll finish it up later. Powerlanguage.co.uk. I don't know what they're doing over there in the old United Kingdom, but they're doing something right.
Dude, if I remember right, I think it's just one dude.
No way. He's just doing that every day?
No, he made it and set up all the words. I think he said so they're set for like over 3 years.
Okay, I can see that. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
And he said no ads, no monetization for this guy.
Oh, we love to hear it.
He's coding for the love of the game.
Dang. Yeah, I saw that. I was watching a video yesterday. Have you heard of Crab Game? It was like
it's a Steam game that's like based on Squid Game, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy had a video up. I think it's Danny. Was at least his YouTube channel name. And he like posted it and was like talking about how he had to change the code because he used an old enough code that it like would give away your IP address. So he had to switch that up, and then like he got hacked, so he had to get a hold of Steam and they helped him with it. And then everybody was like commenting and putting reviews, and they were like, very good game, wish it had cosmetics. And he just starts talking like really like solemn, and he's like, guys, I just made the game so it could be free. I didn't want any money from it or anything. And then he just like derailed from that, and he's like, cosmetics, baby. He's like, oh, I love money. And he had this whole store in the game for cosmetics and everything now. So I don't know why that just reminded me of that. I'll end the Wordle by saying that the way that I saw Wordle was some meme that was it's the Umbrella Academy one where there's the cars driving by each other. Or no, it was I think it was the happy guy on the bus, and then the really like depressed and tired guy. And the happy one was people who do Wordle to start off their day in the morning. And then the guy who was really tired was like people who do their Wordle at 1 a.m. before they go to sleep.
I think I saw that one too.
It was pretty good. I liked it a lot. Oh, man. Speaking of being tired, you'd probably be pretty wiped out if you try to do everything in Dying Light too, right?
Yeah, dude, I saw this shit. That was wild.
It's not even fun at that point because you have to know that it's like so many of the side quests are just going to be like the exact same thing, copy and paste, just like a different name or something. But I sent Parker, I need to start doing this with anything that catches my attention, so it's just up on my computer. When we do this, just send it to you on the Discord. But Dying Light 2 developers said that Dying Light 2, if you're going to fully complete it, it's going to take you just over, 500 hours to do everything in that game. It's not even fun at that point. That's a chore.
I don't understand people who like want that long of an experience.
500 plus hours. So let's do. I don't mean to make you have to learn on a day when you're not in class, but let's do
on the last day before I'm back in class.
Hey,
no less.
I'm sorry, but this is big. This one's big. All right. So let's do 24 times 7 days in a week. That's 168 hours. So 500. I'm doing this more complicated than I have to. Dude, that's almost 3 weeks. You're losing 3 weeks time. And that's not with breaks or anything. That's if you played Dying Light nonstop, trying to complete it. I'm assuming with like a walkthrough, knowing where everything's at, because if you're looking around and everything, it's probably going to take you more than 500 hours.
And it's important to note, Dan, that this article that you sent says 500 plus hours.
Yeah.
Which implies the existence of more than 500 hours to complete.
I suppose just over 3 weeks in. That's if you want to complete Dying Light, you're losing out on 3 weeks of your life.
I mean, there's people who buy like 3 or 4 games a year, and maybe in that case, I guess you'd want that much to do, but like...
I was thinking about that, but how many times are you going to be able to get used to, oh, I left this in a shed, can you go get it for me? And then it's you running to a shed, fighting off zombies, grabbing an item, going back, giving it back. Yeah. I guarantee you that's what it's going to be. Because that's how I am. That's how I get with Assassin's Creed games. Is they're all the exact same. Go and sneak around and kill this person, and then come back and tell me you killed them. All right. Well, I've killed 20 people this way. I don't want to kill 50 more.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm out of the game.
I've been playing some of Xenoblade Chronicles on my Switch, and every quest, here's the ratio. Is that there's about, I'd say 15 to 20% actual decent quests with like cool characters and shit, you know.
Yeah.
For like side stuff, and the rest is just go get this many of this thing, or go kill this many of this thing. And those are the 2 places that you can exist in those quests.
Those are the 2 places.
I have been doing like none of them because I'm like, these seem boring, so I'm not gonna do them.
Oh, that's what I was thinking about. What I was gonna say. Oh no, did I just lose it? Did I forget it? Oh no, it's back. Wow, what a couple of seconds there, huh? There's that like the 2 separate I think types of RPGs I think of where you can get by doing all the main quests and maybe a few side quests to keep yourself leveled. And so it's like everything feels pretty fresh and everything's different. But then there's the games where it's like you have to do the majority, if not all of the side quests, or you will be severely underleveled for the entire game.
Yeah. I think those are starting to be like less and less though, you know.
That is true,
I don't really see those very much anymore.
I saw an article written that was like, I am tired of not having any good, at least recently, good linear video games with just like good story and beautiful graphics and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I can't really think of the last one recently released that I guess Resident Evil Village.
Guardians of the Galaxy is the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, that's a pretty linear game. Yeah,
it's a banger, man. I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think The Witcher 3 was the only game that I played where I was like, yeah, I like everything about this game. I'll do every single side quest and everything.
Because the side quests were good.
Yeah, that's true.
They had cool stories with them and shit, and a lot of them don't.
Yeah. I will say they had the generic fighting side quests in that game. I hate those.
The fist fighting ones?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love those.
Really?
Yeah, because I could beat him when I was really underleveled.
I guess that is true, yeah.
I fought a fucking bear last time I played that game.
Oh, that's right. I forget that's the
fist
champion.
Fist fighting. And I won, bear? Man. I'm godlike.
Makes me want to go do it in real life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're just as ripped as fucking Geralt is in that game?
Essentially.
Could take on a bear?
We have the same body type.
Dan, I'd bet like $5 on you because I know if you win, there'd be a massive payout.
That is true, yeah.
So
no, I'd be severe underdog. That's like plus 2,000 on me.
Yeah, not sure that's a big compliment, but like, it's the truth.
I respect it. I put $5 on the Iowa State Kansas game for Iowa State to win by 11.
Yeah,
because it was
going to
pay.
Go?
Well, I didn't get it, but if I did, whoo, massive payout. It was gonna be like I was gonna win like $200 off of it.
That's how, dude. The funniest sports betting tweet I've ever seen was somebody tweeted and said it was like at the end of, dude, I'm real sorry about how you have to edit this. These trains are going bonkers outside of my fucking apartment window.
That's the first one I've heard, so definitely gonna leave it in there.
A ton, yeah. So I hope the other ones aren't in there. But anyway, there's okay, actually, Dan, you talk, because this motherfucker's loud as hell.
Your train is?
Yes.
Hey everybody, how we doing this week? That's good. Hopefully nobody said bad. That'd be really... Oh man, I'm floundering out here, man. Tell that train to hurry up.
Hurry the fuck up, dude.
I don't think he hears you, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I'll go through my Twitter. See what
there's been so many, and I don't know why.
They were all afraid of the snow. They had to wait.
I guess fucking so.
Oh, that's a good one. Look up Morpheus Nerf picture. That'd be a funny thing to look up. Because it's the red pill, blue pill, and he's got his both hands out. One has Nerf and one doesn't have anything. So it's
Nerf or nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Good way to wrap it up.
Now that good way to wrap up the train break. The one I was going to talk about was the best sports betting tweet of all time, probably, and it was like end of the year of 2021. Some guy said, "This year I had a goal to make $10,000 off of sports betting. Now, with only 2 days left in the year, I only need $26,000 to reach my goal."
That is pretty good. Yeah, that's. I think I'm probably about even because there was one bet I won $200 on, so I put $100 into my savings account and then $100 into, or like I left $100 in the betting account, and I think I lost all that $100. So
that's growth, Dan.
It is growth.
A lesser Dan would have simply bet the rest of the money and probably put more in.
Oh, definitely.
But your money management gotten much better. Way to go.
Thanks.
That's your best character arc throughout your life, Dan.
I don't have a lot of character growth.
Just getting better about managing money.
I do pay a little more attention to it now.
Mom used to shame you relentlessly.
100%, yeah, but I was also a child, so maybe she could have eased up.
Yeah, when you, I think it was when you took money out to like buy your base. She was flabbergasted.
Wait, was she really?
I think so, yeah.
That was back when I just worked at the daycare, too. I was like 15. What was I supposed to do?
She thinks money just grows on trees, man.
No. It wasn't my base. It was when I bought an acoustic guitar, and then I had it for like 2 months, and I was like, man, I'm not very good at playing this. And I think I returned it, but...
Dude, I remember... I got, what was it?
The easy whatever?
For Christmas, yeah, I got a guitar one year. But it was like First Act.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Which is
Adam
such
Levine's
an awful
on the box.
That's all I remember is that Adam Levine was on the box.
It's gotta be good.
And she was like, yeah, and Adam Levine's quote on the back, I remember very specifically as well. Said, "I play First Act. Do you?" And I was like, "Do you?" Adam
There's no
Levine?
way.
There is no way. My guy wrote "Animals" by Maroon 5 playing First Act guitar. Is all I'm saying.
This man was playing an untuned First Act guitar and moves like Jagger. That is so funny.
But yeah, I don't know. That's such a specific thing in my mind. But I'm like, yeah. And all I have for music stuff now is I brought my shitty keyboard to my apartment after I went home a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
but I need to start playing it again so
My
that
top-
I can get unwashed.
I've got my top 2 tweets from the last week. Can I let you know about that?
Lay 'em on me.
Well, I'll let you. You'll see if they're bangers. Okay, so it's a car. That's the picture. It's a car, and then it's got the. That's not the whole joke. Let me finish it. It's got a bumper.
It's got a car. Wow.
Yeah, you weren't
Never
interrupting
seen that
me, but
before.
I just. It's got a bumper sticker on it that says, "Please be patient, student driver." I saw the picture and I was like, "That's not very funny." And then it says, "Elton John, tiny dancer voice" is the tweet. Please be patient, student driver. That was funny to me.
I'll give it to you, Dan. That's a hit.
Okay, and then the other one is pretty much, I think it's the whole vein of like faked doctored tweets from like verified Twitter pages or just like from Twitter pages that would make the joke funny. So it's this teacher made a tweet and it says, "As artists, these children drew a rainbow fish. Well done." And it's these cute pictures of these young kids, and they drew these fish, and they look like kids drew the fish. And then it's the verified rainbow fish account from the rainbow fish book, and all they tweeted was, "I'm sorry, but these look like shit." Is that one?
What the fuck?
Okay, you laughed at it.
I gotta tell you, Dan. One of my favorite Twitter sagas I've seen unfold recently. I have to see if it's still up. Yeah, because this is only funny if it's still up.
Oh, this one's messed up. Pixar tweeted, "Describe yourself in a Pixar quote," and they've got a nice Monsters Inc. one. "You know, I'm so romantic. Sometimes I think I should just marry myself." And it's a little messed up, but someone replied to it with the scene where they've got the cameras rolling in that fake bedroom, and the spider guy says, "I'll kidnap 1,000 children."
Yeah. Okay. So.
What a segue.
Dan, here is the Twitter
Yes.
saga I wanted to tell you about. Do you remember a movie? It had a particular poster in Fort Dodge when we went to go see a bunch of movies, and this movie, Dan, is Norm of the North.
Oh God.
And I don't know if they didn't take the password from the social media guy or what.
Oh no.
But you really knew that he was going off the deep end when December 14th, 2021, he says, "I can tweet literally anything I want."
Oh no. No.
And let's see. There was one time from the official Norm of the North account, it just said, "I don't know if I can do this anymore."
What?
Norm wants to fight the wolf from Alpha and Omega.
Oh my God.
Let's see. "Just wait until you meet Norm of the South."
What the hell is this?
Norm is vaccinated.
Okay. Yeah, that's a positive one.
Which would you choose? $1 million cash or a new copy of Norm of the North Family Vacation on DVD every week?
That's kind of a funny one. That's a good one. He's still promoting.
And then at the end of June, he just tweeted Pride Month.
That's honorable of him.
Norm has joined the cast of Knives Out 2.
Okay, well, that's just getting my hopes up.
Norm versus John Wick. Who wins?
Now they're just getting a little bit ridiculous.
March 1st, 2021, he just tweets Norm of the North.
Yeah, fair enough for Norm of the North to tweet that.
Reply to this tweet if you don't want a live-action Norm of the North movie, and replies are off. That's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to know what happened there. To make it be so that he is just the Norm of the North Twitter guy and gets to do whatever now.
He's unhinged.
I guess so, man. Yeah, that's the funniest thing I had seen on Twitter recently, which is very funny to me.
Have you watched that show, Euphoria?
No, I have not.
It seems very interesting.
Expand on that thought a little bit, Dan.
All I get is from the tweets that people make. So, like, Eddie Burback made that video where obviously he looks like he's in his 20s or his 30s, and he goes, "Hey, can I sit here? Thanks." And he's like, "I'm in high school. Want to do drugs?" So I assume that it's just a high school running rampant with drugs and sex and just like one of those movies or TV shows that has a very, very unrealistic view of the world. And I'm probably going to get... this is where I get canceled. This is it.
The stands are going to destroy you for this.
Because I think people like absolutely love the show. And I don't know if it's really like that good of a show or if it's just because Zendaya's in it.
Here's the thing, Dan, is I only see people talking about it online, and I have never had a conversation with anyone in real life who is like, yeah, I really like Euphoria. It's a good show.
That's fair.
I just see people be posting about it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's my experience with it too. I don't think I've ever had anybody say anything to me on the real, but
then again, Dan, we're also part boomer because we don't have TikTok, so
I don't have Snapchat now either, and you guys were talking about how weird that makes me, you and Logan.
Yep. Yeah, that does.
I feel like that's fair.
TikTok already, like, not having that makes me a little inherently weird for the age group, I feel like. But no Snapchat, Dan? That's no communication with the homies at all.
Well, I have everybody's number who needs to get a hold of me.
Yeah, but it's not the same, man. Like, if some crazy dumb shit happens to me, I'm not like, oh man, let me send the homies a text.
I gotta text somebody about this.
Yeah, right. Let me go through my texts for the last month, and I'll tell you what I've used them for, Dan. I've been playing iMessage games with Carter. I get Discover card notifications.
There you go.
I have a work group chat. A text from Mom, where I tried to get the HBO Max password for her.
Probably didn't know it.
Let's see. A one-time passcode for two-factor authentication. And getting my payment for my MediaCom bill. And those are my texts for the last month.
I don't text much either, but that's because I didn't use Snapchat very much either.
But yeah, that's anytime I like actually am having a conversation with someone. Like right now, I'm making lunch plans with a homie. And I'm doing that in Snapchat. Yeah. I ain't texting.
We had this conversation because I was talking about how I have dating apps, and no, if you ask for anybody's number, you're immediately like gone, out of their mind, because everybody uses Snapchat. And I was like, well, I would think that like you would want somebody to use texting, because if you have Snapchat, that'd be weird because someone could like use your location or something. And then you were like, yeah, but it's a hell of a lot easier to block or unadd somebody on Snapchat than it is to block somebody's number. I was like, yeah, I guess that is true. This day and age, it's very, very nice to have that comfort.
They say you, and especially if you steer them to a phone number after they ask for Snapchat, like...
I guess that is true.
That's, yeah. That's a little weird.
Yeah. But... I don't know. I just don't want it. I don't like consistently having stories and stuff, and
just don't swipe right then, Dan.
It's hard. I can't. I do think maybe eventually I could get it back, but
this is gonna be like how we always try to have interventions with mom about her Facebook use.
yeah.
I swear, like every few months, probably I'd say on average, our mom says, "All right, I've deactivated my Facebook."
Really?
And then the next time I go home, she's back on Facebook.
I love all of Mom's posts because they're pictures of us, so I can save them to my phone.
You're a raging narcissist, Dan.
No, I like having pictures of us. Like, she posted a picture of us with Grandma and Grandpa.
Aw.
And one of us with her and the one with Dad when we were at Christmas at home.
Not
a lot of them,
both, though.
A lot of them make me call her because they're photos about or videos or pictures about being an empty nester.
Yeah. You're making me want to fucking call her now, Dan. Look what
I
you
need
did.
to call her. She texts me. Lately, she's been texting me if I don't come out for brunch on Saturday, because I won't come out if she doesn't tell us to come out.
Right.
Or if I don't ask her. Sometimes I just forget. But the last 2 weeks, she just sent me a "What's up" text. So that's usually when I know to call her.
Damn. Yeah, she likes you more than me. I've never gotten a "What's up" text from her.
Yeah, but you probably call her more than I do.
Mm.
Or maybe she probably thinks you're busier than I am.
Yeah.
I ain't got class. I just got work.
Yeah. Well, I'm working a lot less now.
Work. Yeah, that's good.
Because the holiday season's over.
Mm-hmm. Truing. Well, I know you're just absolutely tickled pink about this show, so why don't we get it over with?
There we go. This is the reason that I actually texted Mom for the HBO Max password. And that's the new show Peacemaker, available on HBO Max, based on the character from the Suicide Squad. And the show, I wouldn't say tickled pink, Dan. I think you oversold my enthusiasm.
I also undersold my enthusiasm. I shouldn't have said let's get this over with because I do like the show so far.
Well, you reversed us. You should have been more balanced, Dan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it will be good if they deliver what they are setting up on.
Yeah, I like it because it's got, you can tell James Gunn's behind it, I think, because it's got good humor in it, but it's also like there's a plot, and it's a good plot, and there's good action scenes, and there's good relationships between like certain people that are obviously building.
It's also the greatest intro that I've seen in any TV show.
It has
so long.
I guess I wouldn't say it has absolutely nothing to do with the tone of the show because, I mean, the music is there, the music taste that he has, and I mean, he's obviously a narcissist, and that's kind of the vibe you get from that intro. But I could see how people would be kind of turned off from it if you don't know like the type of humor and type of stuff that James Gunn does.
I think it's, yeah, like it's something that like when I saw it on the first episode, I was like, this is really weird.
Yeah.
Then I watched it like a few more times, and I like kind of got into it. I was like, this kind of fucks. Like,
yeah, it's definitely
it
very
grew
funny.
on me.
The togetherness on the choreography, I think, is very crazy. On how you could, I guess, like they are professionals, but it's such a weird thing that they're doing, and the fact that they all keep like a straight face and do all their moves correctly and stuff is very admirable.
The only thing that's whack to me is like I'll like watch it and I'll like think about like how many days, how much of his budget did Gunn use
on
to
that?
be like, all right, I'm gonna make this dance number.
This thing's gonna be hilarious. Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character?
Yeah.
Don't
say Eagly.
I'm not gonna say Eagly, Dan. Eagly's a funny guy, but like he's the easy way out.
True, yeah.
I think Vigilante's pretty funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I think Vigilante is James Gunn's humor at its best and worst. Because it's like, eventually, I think it was the third episode, like homie's just getting his balls shocked, and I'm like, haha, this is funny. But like,
you didn't like that?
I don't know, man. Like there's some of it where I'm like, all right, man, I get it. Like, I would think this was like it's still a funny show. Like, don't get me wrong, but it would be like laugh out loud hilarious to me if I was like 14.
Yeah, I do get that.
There's points where it's like, all right, man.
But I think that's a pretty minimal part of the show.
Yeah, that's why I still like it a lot.
There's very good parts. I think one of my favorite parts of the show so far is just where is episode 3, because there's the butterflies, and you can tell Peacemaker definitely doesn't want to kill those kids, like butterflies or not, and so they find out that they're all butterflies, and then he's shaking. He's definitely not going to shoot him, you can tell, and then Vigilante's just really chill about it. He's like, hey man, scoot over real quick, and he just fucking snipes everybody.
I was just gonna bring that one up, actually.
It's such a good part of the show.
That was, yeah, because it's like, oh shit, like this is setting up for something wild.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, setting up for something wild, the end of episode 2.
Yes. That makes it a very, very interesting show, very tiptoe.
For anyone not in the know and not gonna watch, they set up very much a white supremacist villain, which could be a very impactful villain. But also I'm a bit worried because the show is... I'm not sure if it's entirely written only by a white guy, but I don't know if he's the one to take on white supremacy necessarily.
Yeah, they did start digging through old tweets of his. I think people were trying to get him canceled. Let me go look. Ray Fisher really got on him because they had that whole thing where David Ayer, who did the original Suicide Squad, that was not good in the slightest, was just like not very good to work with, and James Gunn must have liked one of his tweets or something.
What the? I think you're
I'm
you're
serious.
Misconstruing a lot of story here, Dan.
I'll look it up. But then he like Ray Fisher like called him out on it. He's like, cool, now do this one. And he's like, yeah, okay. Like, and then he gives the explanation on why he did it. And I think Ray Fisher was like, yeah, cool, okay, I get it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that James Gunn has a lot of dumb shit he did, but also he's like, yeah, that was pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And, like, acknowledges shit that he's messed up with. And that's how he has risen above cancel culture, I guess. I don't know. That seems weird to say, too. Because, like, also, there's some people who get canceled and, like, kind of deserve it. But, like, I don't know.
I think it's very easy to do what he's doing, where it's just kind of own up to it and explain it, I guess. But at the same time, I imagine it's very hard to, like, try and make up for every single thing that you might have said. And there are some things where people say it, and obviously they should get canceled. And there's some things that kind of toe the line, and they're like, hey, I was young, or I was stupid. And it's definitely, like, not something I should have said.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Maybe I should go to Ray Fisher's Twitter.
Yeah, I think I would really rather DC just do what they're doing now and make these separate movies instead of just trying to chase the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, it's tough. This show makes me want to watch, I think it's called Doom Patrol. But
yeah.
It's that same thing of I guess not really what am I watching it for. It kind of sucks that's how I feel with certain superhero shows. So I'm like, am I watching this because I want to, like, know what's happening, or am I watching it because it's a good TV show?
Yeah, that's, like, I don't know, that's the way I've been now. I'm, like, able to be like, yeah, Like, I'll watch this, or like, yeah, I don't really need to watch this one.
Okay, this is what the first one was. James Gunn made a tweet when he was making Suicide Squad, don't get too attached, and it had all the names and stuff, just because, like, people die. And then someone quote retweeted it, and James Gunn liked the quote retweet. That was, y'all bitching about Pete Davidson being in Suicide Squad, but y'all should be bitching that the first movie was a piece of shit, and should be thankful there's a better director this time. I'm sure Pete will do well, especially with a better director. And then James Gunn, like, or someone retweeted that whole thing, like took a picture of it and tweeted it and said, this is why I dislike James Gunn. And then he says, let's be clear, Pete was getting tons of hate online, and I read the tweet, the first phrase that was, y'all bitching about Pete Davidson being in Suicide Squad. And then, so he said he read that first phrase and liked the tweet. Someone pointed out what it all said, and he immediately unliked it and talked and apologized to David Ayer, who made the original Suicide Squad, about it privately, so it wouldn't turn into a big thing and embarrass either one of them or Pete. And then Ray Fisher saw that, and he said, cool, now do this one. And it was Alan, I think his name's Tudyk. He's an actor. And there was something from Variety that said Ray Fisher accused Joss, I guess it wasn't David Ayer, it was Joss Whedon, that was Justice League, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He accused Joss Whedon of abusive, unprofessional behavior on Justice League. So Alan Tudyk quote retweets that and said, I wasn't there, but I've known Joss for 17 years. I honestly can't imagine it, and I have a pretty good imagination. So then James Gunn replies, you got it. Shortly after Alan tweeted this, he apologized for commenting on a situation he knew nothing about. I read what Alan said, and I thought, damn, he's right. It wasn't something I knew. It was something I knew nothing about, and I shouldn't have liked the tweet. But it's something like so simple as, like he said, it's a hair trigger like thing. All you have to do is, like, some people even do it accidentally. So it could just be you read part of a thing and you push the like button.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I feel like on cancel culture scale, the act of actually doing something heinous or like aggressive or something that you obviously shouldn't do or say is different to just you hitting a like button.
Yeah. I just think people are too invested in
certain things.
Yeah, in celebrities' lives specifically.
Yeah, I guess.
Why does that matter?
Yeah. I remember reading it, and it's like, it just seems like you guys are trying to do something to get rid of a guy that you don't like.
Yeah. Just don't watch it. Like,
yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah,
people would rather just be angry online.
Right.
That's why I'm glad I've always just been a spectator on social media mostly.
That's why I got rid of Instagram, was because that's all I did was spectate. I was in constant spectate mode on Instagram. that one was easy to get rid of, but I think I'll keep Facebook and Twitter. I suppose I'll go back and forth on Snapchat because it's so integral to our lives.
Because you're gonna swipe right on some girl who wants you to get Snapchat, and then you'll be like, all right. Then you'll give in because you don't want to be a creep.
Yeah, I guess that's what it comes down to, is if it's really going to be that big of a facet in my life that I need it, I will try and just do what you said and not swipe to the stories. Maybe I'll just do a cleansing of my Snapchat and get rid of people that I don't talk to.
You don't even have to get rid of them. Just mute stories, man.
It's so much. I didn't know you had to go through individually.
And mute people's stories?
Yeah, I wish I could just mute stories overall.
Oh, I guess.
I was trying to find...
My Snapchat has started doing a very weird thing where, like, right after I view all of my friends' stories, it'll go to, like, the clickbaity, shitty Discover things that they have that are, like, made content, you know?
Oh yeah, I remember that was a big thing. People trying to get rid of those.
Which, dude, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know why they ever started doing that. But sure,
I suppose for click-through traffic, more and more ads.
it's that money, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
Which, I mean, they can get that money because I got Snapchat stock.
Speaking of money, we've got a Cash App up now. We've got a Venmo. We've got a PayPal account. If you guys want to donate, that'd be great. I was gonna look up my individual Cash App, but
Wow.
we don't actually, guys.
Dan was trying to shill so quick.
The listenership is everything to us. Hopefully, we get to a point one day where we can get advertisement out of it, but we'll see. It's fun enough to just do this. Have something to do on the day off, one of the days off.
Exactly.
You know? Shoot the shit. Kick the can.
Kick the can.
Wasn't that a game that people say that they used to play?
I think it was a boomer thing.
That definitely
Maybe
wasn't a thing. That definitely wasn't a thing that they actually used to play. They lie about that. That's a collective boomer thing.
Nah, dude. I bet if you go ask Dave Johnson right now, he will say, "Yeah, I'm a big kick the can guy."
One day in the kitchen, I'm gonna get a can of soup. I'm gonna empty it out in the kitchen, and I'm gonna drop it right at his feet.
You're just gonna empty it out. You're not gonna.
If that man does not have the just reflex to kick the can, there's no way he played it. You do
50 years, that many years later, you think he'd still have the reflex?
He's the bionic man now. He's got new knees.
That's exactly why he doesn't have the reflex anymore.
That dude would kick it through the ceiling.
He's a tin man. His reflex is gone.
That's not true. They're heightened. Have you ever seen Robocop?
I've never seen Robocop.
Yeah, it's really old. Don't watch it. It's not very good.
Cool.
I remember hearing about that. Somebody was like, you should go back and watch the Terminator movies. Terminator is so good. I was like, okay. And I watched it, and I was like, this is terrible. The writing in it, the acting, the just everything about it, especially the effects. You expect it, but my hopes were low, but I could not have imagined that anything would have gone lower than them. But it did. It was bad. There's very good. Then there's average for movies.
Right.
And then there's the distinction between there's right above bad. There's bad funny. I might even put bad funny above average.
I would put bad funny is right below an actual good movie for sure. I love a good bad funny movie.
Oh yeah, I will watch. It's not The Room. I'll watch The Room before I watch like a movie that has gotten average reviews, or like my friends have told me was just a meh movie.
Space Jam 2 was probably one of my favorite movie experiences of last year, even though it's a shitty movie.
That is a bad funny movie because it's not a movie I'd go to see in theaters, but if I could watch it for free or rent it and watch it with friends, oh, you bet. You know?
Yeah, and that was, I think, the most disappointing thing was it would have been quite a few years ago now, I guess, but me and some of my buddies went to the movie theater to see the Captain Underpants movie. And we weren't expecting it to be good, right? Like, that was never in the cards. But we thought it would be a bad funny movie. And we go in, and even better for a bad funny movie, we're the only people in the whole theater for it.
Those are the best. Those are the best bad funny movies.
We go in, but here's the catch though, Dan, is that it's average.
Oh.
And there's not even really shit to make fun of. And it's like, all right.
Bad funny movies are amazing, especially when it's only you and your friends, because then you can comment on it the whole time in the movie theater.
Exactly.
You can make those jokes that you make.
Yeah, but then you get stuck with an average movie.
Yeah.
And especially if it's an average movie and it's like you're the only ones in the theater. That happened to us when we watched In the Heights, which was mid as hell. And we were in there with two other people, and then they walked out in the middle of it. You remember that shit?
Yeah, you're telling me okay? You're telling me you did not like the Paragua guy,
No. Oh,
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Dan, this is a can of worms. This is about to go long now, Dan.
We were talking
You've
about
unleashed
this with
the beast.
we were talking about this with Tick Tick Boom, where like this is why Tick Tick Boom was very amazing and not just really good, was because there wasn't a Lin-Manuel Miranda pigeonholed role.
Yeah, because look, everyone getting mad and like going to click the rating, giving us 1 star instead of the 5 stars that you should. Before you do that, Lin-Manuel Miranda is a very good writer. He's a very good songwriter and composer. And he is now, after Tick Tick Boom, I believe at least, a very good director as
Yes,
well.
I would say that. Yeah.
He is not a good actor.
No.
He has never been a good actor.
No.
And you are just biased because you think Hamilton is awesome.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
But in every like project he does, he's like, yeah. Like I might be misattributing this quote or like grossly misconstruing something. But I do remember seeing a thing where Lin was like, I didn't see a place for myself in Broadway, so I wrote one. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like, I don't know.
It needs
man.
to fit.
Well, it's not even that it needs to fit. It's just that like he's not a great actor. And like, I aspire to be a writer, right? I would never cast myself in something I write.
Yeah.
Because beyond the fact that I just don't believe I perform at that level, I would not be able to take an unbiased look at my own performance and be like, all right, this is what I need to change.
That's what I was going to say. I think it's very, very much easier to look outward and see people around you and be able to put them into a certain light than it is to look inward and know yourself.
Exactly.
As everyone else knows you.
Yeah, because Tick Tick Boom is fantastic.
Absolutely.
A big reason for that is Andrew Garfield as Jonathan Larson. Imagine if that was Lin-Manuel Miranda and he was self-directing.
I think that's the thing about it too, is like everyone I've watched anything about from Tick Tick Boom, they're all like, yeah, we sang our own parts, and they're like, that's greatly because of the vocal coaches that we had and the group we had around us, and especially Lin-Manuel Miranda, like writing it the way that he did, casting it the way that he did, giving us the resources that we had. So he's obviously very, very, very good at like, he has the talent to give others the confidence and the resources and knowing like how to kind of piece something out in a way that it can all come together into this thing where all the pieces on their own are great, but then as a whole there's this thing that's like that much greater. So like you should be very content with that, because there's not, oh my gosh, there goes one of my cans. Not something that everybody can do very, very easily. So then you shouldn't go and throw yourself into that mix and walk out on the stage and scream, Paragua! Paragua!
Well, that whole movie was just not good. That was a rare Lin-Manuel Miranda miss.
I think that was a movie where I liked certain things. I liked the choreography a lot, and the story was kind of cool.
If I would have fallen asleep during that movie, I would not have been mad. Is all I'm saying.
Whoa,
I did not like that movie very much.
Okay, well, we'll end it with this. We've talked about the tiers of movies. Where is the Mario movie going to fall? Unbiased opinion.
Where I want it to fall is Bad Funny.
Yeah.
I would love this movie to just be absolute dog shit. But it'd be very funny. Where I think it's going to be is average, which makes me incredibly sad.
I think any part with only Mario, or if Mario's in the mix, I think it's going to be very, very mid. It's going to be mid as hell. But I think if we're getting scenes with like Charlie Day's Luigi and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, you know, that's going to be funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. because most of Illumination's doing it. And they're the Minions guys. The Minion movies are just average. They're not fun to watch anymore.
That is true. Okay, but they also did Despicable Me.
The first Despicable Me
funny.
Is a fun movie to watch. I'll actually give it up. I'll give it up for the first Despicable Me. Every other movie they've made that Sing, which from all I understand is just a bunch of pop songs covered by famous actors.
So it's like a kids movie. It's like a Trolls movie or
that's
or
what this freaking Mario movie is going to be too, man. You're kidding yourself if you don't think it's going to be that same friggin' generic fucking run of the mill shit that they just be churning out in there.
What if it's shot? What if it's shot on an iPhone, live action, fake mustaches, Halloween costumes? Seth Rogen's got like hair taped to his face, and they gave him like a Jimmy Neutron swirl. And Jack Black has a paper plate mask for Bowser. Is that good?
I'm in for that. Holy shit. That would be phenomenal.
Mr. Miyamoto, if you're listening, we can help you with some of the shooting and stuff. I promise you it will be much lower of a budget than your current movie making will be. I would take base probably $1 million each. We'll do it for $2 million. Negotiable.
I would do it for $10,000.
I'll do it if you pay off my mortgage.
Plus a box of the Super Mario cereal. Shake my hand, Miyamoto. Shake my hand.
Shake my hand.
Shake my hand before the offer's over.
And I want to replace Charles, whatever his name is.
What? Whatever his name is.
The guy who voices Mario right now.
Charles Martinet.
Yeah, I want to replace Charles Martinet in the video games.
Well, now, Dan, you had a good offer going because we would be so far under budget. I tell you what, animation expensive. My iPhone SE 2nd generation camera, I've already got it. You know.
Also, I would like to substitute Wahoo as Mario's catchphrase to "so cool." Think you do that?
I think that's the biggest offer you made, Dan.
Like he walks in. Imagine this: you're playing Luigi's Mansion. Luigi walks in. Mario's right behind him. And he goes, "Oh, so cool."
It's obvious to me, Dan, that you've never played Luigi's Mansion. Now,
everyone
knows.
There for a part of
everyone knows that Mario gets kidnapped in every Luigi's Mansion game, and it's up to Luigi to save him and his friends.
This is at the beginning, man. And then we could also put it at the end of the game when Luigi saves him. He goes, "Oh, so cool." See?
I see, but I think it's an awful idea, Dan.
Well, it's an offer that you can't refuse because we're saving you millions of dollars.
I think he could refuse pretty easily, actually, Dan. I think it's insane how easily he could refuse.
I want to change Wahoo. Wahoo's too cookie cutter of a thing now. It's been here for too long. What's your pitch?
I don't know. He's got other ones. I think you're putting a lot of stock into Wahoo when he's also got Yippee.
But that one's good.
When he's falling. You know?
Okay, that one's very good. What are we gonna change? Can we change the wah when he's falling to oh shit?
No, Dan.
Oh shit!
It has to be rated E for everyone.
No, not this one. This one's Call of Duty-esque.
That might
first person.
Miyamoto just turned off the podcast, Dan.
No, he didn't. He's writing this down. He's got his notepad.
No, he's not.
His pencil is down to just... There's no tip anymore.
He's been writing so furiously?
Yes, his pencil is about to catch fire.
I disagree, but...
Not only from writing quickly, because these are also fire ideas. These fuego.
Well, I think we leave with that. Yes. Those little ideas you got.
Please, guys, go to I can't remember the names of any of the sites right now, but any of them where you can start a petition. Start a petition to change "wah" to "oh shit." Or if you have anything better, let us know on the Twitter page at Table for Kids. Let me know. Go ahead. I get on there every once in a while to tweet something, and I'm sure I'll see the reply or the DM.
DM.
Yeah, please DM
Weird
Shigeru
implication,
Miyamoto.
Dan.
Please DM Shigeru Miyamoto and just DM him a link to the episode and give him the timestamp for it.
There you go.
But I'm sure he's already listening anyways. So to Shigeru Miyamoto and to the rest of our listeners, we will see you next week for episode 13, another banger episode.